Boss, there's 200,000 of us here. What? My first secret is that I don't like champagne. I've never been a fan of cake, and confetti's just a little too messy for me, so I'm gonna do this in my own way with a green juice and celebrate by sharing my 6 secret C's to getting to 200,000 subscribers. And I actually have never shared these ever before. So if you're excited, hit that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I'll wait. Okay, cool. Let's do this.
The Sunny Show.
My actual 6 secret C's to getting to 200,000 subscribers are, well, they really start with the first thing, which is create. So I know you might be sitting there thinking, come on, Sunny, that's not really a secret. But it is, because the problem is I work with a lot of people. We've worked with over 2,000 people now on developing their YouTube strategies and building their brands and their businesses. And one of the first things that usually we hear from our clients is, I want to be like so-and-so, or I want my videos to look like so-and-so, or I want to copy that model. Here's the thing. The big people on YouTube just have created so much freaking content that they eventually find their rhythm, their flow, and their own unique take and their own unique voice, which is how they stand out from the crowd. So you copying things or trying to model your videos specifically after somebody else is always gonna keep you below them. So you need to just create content in order to test it. That is my theory. You have to test. And if you've been here for a very long time, and if you've been here since I was like at 5,000 subscribers, which I know a lot of you have, let me know in the comments actually when you started subscribing to the channel. But you've seen how my content has evolved, and I'm constantly testing and changing and trying new things because I don't know what works until I actually create it. So my number one secret is, in order to grow on YouTube, in order to attract your audience, in order to start building a brand and a business out of this, you gotta do the thing, which is actually create content and find your flow, find your group, find what makes you unique and stand out. Like, there are so many freaking copycats out there on YouTube. I see people doing the exact same intro as other people on YouTube, and it's just off-putting. So you're like, come on, you're special, you're unique, do your own thing. So that's my number one secret, is create. Secret number 2 is conquer. So I will say this until I'm blue in the face, and you know that I've said it before, but it doesn't sink in sometimes, so I'm just gonna keep saying it. The slowest way to grow on YouTube is to try to attract every single person who potentially could be watching your videos ever in the history of the world. The fastest way to grow, which feels super weird and counterintuitive, is to niche. So again, if you go over to any big YouTubers' channels, you gotta take a look back at their very first videos and take a look at what they were talking about and when was the sort of like curve for them where they really started to take off. So if you go way back on my channel, I invite you to, it's embarrassing, but please do. Go way back on my channel and take a look at my first couple of videos on my channel. There were like these vlog things, I don't even know what to call them, and I was just playing around with content. But when I really saw this like consistent takeoff, and when my channel really started to grow super fast and I got to 50,000 subscribers in a year, was when I focused on niching down and I started talking about social media and tutorials and really honing in on YouTube specifically. So even when I was talking about general social media and all the platforms, that's not even when things really started to skyrocket. When they really did was when I honed in on the one thing that I found to be my genius zone, that I was quite good at. I knew how to grow my YouTube channel. I learned and figured it out on my own, and then I started teaching that to other people. So conquer one thing before you try and conquer everything. Secret number 3, capitalize. You have to capitalize on the content that is working for you. The only real way to do this is to pay attention to analytics, which I know sounds probably kind of boring to you, but when you start doing it, it's actually kind of fun. And I really love going into the back end of my channel and figuring out how are people finding me, what are the topics that they're looking for, and what are the topics that they're searching for when they land on my videos, because maybe I haven't made a video on that specific topic yet. So capitalizing on content that's really blown up for you, because there's gonna be like 25% of your videos that are gonna skyrocket, and 75% of them are gonna be like, did okay, didn't do amazing, but that's okay. That's where the testing and creating comes in, because you can't know what's gonna work without actually creating content first. You have to put it out there, and sometimes the videos that you put the least amount of effort into are the ones that are gonna blow up the fastest. So whatever videos tend to get the most views and velocity in the shortest amount of time are the videos you wanna focus on in the back end and in the analytics. You wanna pay attention to how people are discovering it, what are they searching for when they find that topic, and how many more videos can you create on that topic. So real quick, I'm gonna go into the back end of my channel and show you what I mean by this.
Let's take a look at a video that really took off on my channel. Has about 130,000 views right now, probably a few more by the time this video is out there and you guys are watching it. But it's racking up, a lot of views on a daily basis. And in comparison with other videos that I've made, this one has really taken off. So this is one of those videos that I want to take a look at the analytics and really capitalize on to see what other kind of content I can make around this, because obviously it's something that you want as my audience and that other people are looking for. So what I do is the first thing is I go into the back end, the analytics. So you go to the top right corner, Creator Studio, click on that. Then you go over the analytics, click on that. And then I like to look at the overview, of course, but the big things that I look at are how many subscribers did this video alone generate for me in the last month. So this video alone has generated 2,000 subscribers, and you can see which videos are generating more or less subscribers for you on your channel, which is really interesting because obviously the content that's gaining more subscribers for you is the kind of content that you want to be making more of. So that's just a really basic analytic you want to take a look at. Another analytic that I like to take a look at is going into here and then going into the same video. So we're going to go 100,000 video. Hopefully it pops up. There we go. And what you're going to see is these are the traffic sources. So same place. We went to Creator Studio, clicked on that, went into analytics, and then went to traffic sources at the bottom. So what I find really interesting is going into your YouTube search option, because this is where a lot of traffic is coming from and a lot of the views are coming from. People are searching for a topic and landing on this video. So why this is interesting is because they might be searching for things that you wouldn't think of to create a video on, but if people are searching for this already and finding you, you just have to make a video on it, and it's going to be a video that they're really going to enjoy because they're already looking for that content, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense to you guys. But this is my strategy, I guess, for how to capitalize on content that's really working for you. So you can take a look at a few of the things that people are searching for in order to land on this video specifically and discover my channel or me in the first place. So some of it is like how to make YouTube videos. Funny enough, I don't think I've ever made a video called how to make YouTube videos. That's an opportunity. How to make money on YouTube. I've never made a video titled that, so I could make another video titled that, and it would probably perform well as well. And you can just take a look at some of the other things that come up for this. So best revenue generating video topics for YouTube. That's actually a great topic that I have never thought of creating a video on. So it's just a great way to think of new content topics without having to reinvent the wheel. And if you guys have ever noticed, I've done a lot of videos on how to get more subscribers, mainly because I did a video on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers, and that really took off. So then I did a video on how to get your first 100 subscribers. And again, that video took off because I had already built my credibility and authority with that first video. So I was more easily pushed out into the algorithm on YouTube. So it's all about really paying attention to your analytics, and those are the main analytics that I pay attention to. So it's the subscribers, how many subscribers have been gained from this one video, and you just have to search up here at the top for the video that you're looking for. Actually, it'd be interesting to see how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. Let's just see. So in the last month, it's gained 488 subscribers for me. I think that video has a couple 100,000 views on it at this point. But if we go to, let's just say lifetime, it's generated 14,000 subscribers for me since it was published in October. So that's pretty cool to see. So yeah, your analytics are important to pay attention to, and it's important for you to capitalize on video content that performs well for you and make more of that kind of content, because it's going to help you grow your channel a lot faster.
Secret C number 4 is convert. This is what I like to call my evergreen traffic machine strategy. And it works really well because you're not just relying on YouTube and YouTube's algorithm, because at the end of the day, I don't own YouTube, you don't own YouTube, ain't nobody own YouTube. And they can change whatever the hell they want to do, whenever the hell they want to do it. So you'd figure out a way around that and make sure that your views are still going to increase, that people are still going to see your videos. So the way that you do that is you diversify your audience. So I get really excited about this. It's actually quite nerdy, but I don't care. What I do is, since I started my channel, like way back 3 years ago when I started my channel, one of the first things I started doing with my videos was making sure that at the end of the videos, I was building my audience elsewhere. So of course there's some videos where I just keep people on YouTube and I don't have a call to action. But in order to build my audience elsewhere so that I had a built-in audience for every video I put out, and I wasn't just relying on YouTube to push it into the search rankings or suggested, I made sure that I was getting people on my email list and into my Facebook group and also sending them to my website. That way, every single time I put out a new YouTube video, I have an audience on my email list and on my Facebook, or in my Facebook group, as well as other people on my other social platforms that are waiting and super excited for new YouTube videos to come out. So I have a built-in audience, not just on YouTube, of my subscribers, because we all know, even if you're subscribed to a YouTube channel, it does not mean that you're gonna see the content that's coming out on that YouTube channel. So you gotta get crafty and creative with how people are actually gonna see your content. So in the first 24 to 48 hours, I'm pushing my content on Instagram, Facebook group, on email, putting it on my website, on my blog. I'm putting it everywhere to make sure that I'm diversifying that audience, driving as much traffic to YouTube in that first 24 to 48 hours. So it tells YouTube, holy crap, this girl is getting a big audience. We should push it more in the algorithm. So converting and creating that evergreen traffic machine and diversifying your audience, it has been a key factor to my growth and my success on YouTube. And the fifth secrecy is COINCIDE. So what does that mean? Well, basically it means that you're gonna change as a person, you're gonna change as an entrepreneur, and your interests and the things that you're super passionate are going to change. And I would say this is probably one of the biggest challenges that people on YouTube go through. And I would love to know, have you ever been following a channel and you've noticed that they've either said, okay, I'm done with YouTube, I quit YouTube, and they put out one of those videos where they're like, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm not doing this anymore, or they completely divert and go into a new category. And it happens because we're human beings. This is not a TV show that's scripted by producers and directors, and you're being told what to say and what to do all the time, which is a huge blessing and part of the reason that I love this space so much. But it does mean that you change and things change. So I may have started talking about social media because at the time when I was building my channel in the first place, I had a consultancy for about 5 years, and all I was doing was building social media strategies for clients all over the place, big corporations, startups, X, Y, and Z. Loved it, was super passionate about it, and I do still enjoy that. But my interests and my business has evolved so much since then. I was a solopreneur back then. I now have a team of 12 people, which is insane. And I now am more focused on the higher level strategy and building the business and creating a business plan and, you know, entrepreneurship as a whole and mindset and all the things that come with growing. So the things I'm talking about are a little bit different than what they used to be. So you need to make sure that you stay true to who you are and what's happening for you, and you make the content coincide with you. Because the easiest way to get frustrated and to give up is doing content that means nothing to you and that you're not actually excited about teaching. So my best tip for you is, if you're just getting started and you're trying to think of content topics, of course there's the keyword research and all that stuff that I talk about all the time. I've got lots of videos on that. But really tap into, what are you going through in your business or in your niche that you're learning that's lighting you up right now? Because the thing that's lighting you up that you're learning is probably the thing that you could do the best in portraying when you teach it. So as I was learning about how to use Twitter back in the day, I did a video on how to use Twitter. As I was learning, okay, how does this whole YouTube thing actually work? How do you actually get views? I made a video on how to get more views, and that video today is one of my most viewed videos ever because it was so fresh for me and so in my mind, and I was really in the trenches figuring it out. So coinciding your content with your interests and what's happening for you in real time is really important to your happiness as a creator, and it's important to the growth of your channel, obviously. So if that makes sense to you and that resonates with you, I want you to let me know in the comments. Just put boss in the comments and let me know. And the sixth secret C is community. You watching me right now. I recognize and know that this channel would not be where it's at if it weren't for you, especially the people who have been here since day one. I love you and I'm so grateful for you. And I still do read your comments. I read your comments on every video. I respond to as many as I can because that's what I've taught and believed in from the beginning, is that without your community, this doesn't happen. And we live in such a weird time that anyone really can build a community. It doesn't matter what your interest is or where you live in the world or what's going on for you. And your community is everything. So whether I had one person watching my videos back in the day or now, you know, hundreds of thousands, I'm still just so grateful for each and every individual who does take the time out of their day to watch this and to consume my content and to comment and to like and engage. And I just highly recommend, if you really want to grow and you want to build a tribe that you really appreciate, love, and respect, and they love and appreciate you, you have to treat them as such. You have to treat them as real people and as friends, which is what I think of you guys as. So I try my best to really harvest that community through every video, through my content. And that's the thing. You are my best content creation secret. And every single entrepreneur out there who's thinking about using YouTube, or even if you are a creator or an influencer thinking about using YouTube, like tapping into your community and listening to what they have to say is a huge part of growth. Because the worst videos I've ever made, or the videos that have kind of flopped, are always the videos that I think are really good ideas, but I haven't really listened or thought about what you guys are looking for in that moment. So you are my best content creation secret, and thank you for that. And I will continue to harvest this community in the best way that I can, without burning out, of course. But just know that I appreciate you so much, and it doesn't go unnoticed that you are here for every video, that you comment on every video. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And if you are a creator and you want to get to hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you better pay attention to your community.